Why did the Jedi stop using dual-bladed lightsabers? So if you've played Knights of the Old Republic games, or you've seen some of the Old Republic lore, you know that Jedi used to wield the dual-bladed lightsabers. It's not something you see as time goes forward, and it's something that had me pondering, because you do see a few people use them, like Pong Krell. You have the Temple Guards that use them. I mean, Darth Maul and a couple other people. But why did the Jedi stop using them? One of these reasons comes from the Old Republic, and it was more or less from a dark side user or Sith Lord named Exar Kun. I probably botched that. But he basically just went around invading, murdering, assaulting, slaughtering just people on different planets. So it kind of garnered this reputation as a weapon used for aggressiveness, slaughtering, things like that. Whereas the Jedi Council, they wanted to perceive themselves as peacekeepers, as a single-bladed lightsaber would be more useful a defense stance, along with not being as intimidating when walking around with the public. So not only did it clash with the ideology of the Jedi and being a more savage weapon, and in some of the lore, it's that it was more likely that the users would hurt themselves than learn to use it correctly. And lastly, with the combat disadvantage, it was almost like a skilled fighter would be able to track that second blade. So they would know from the positioning of where they were more or less putting that first blade, where the second blade would be, and they would more or less be able to counter that more effectively. And I think I'll put it in here, but one of the great clips you see of this is the final meeting between Obi-Wan and Maul, where Obi-Wan pulls out his single blade in a defense stance, and in one swift blow, more or less cuts through Maul and his safeguard. But at the end of the day, do you think they should have more or less been more lenient with those? Should they have shifted their views? How do you think they should have gone about that? But let me know below. Like, subscribe. Have a great day, guys.